Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. This is Dr. Rosemary Krishnan from Los Angeles. How is everyone doing? I know I kind of scheduled it at 7 p.m. today, and I was not ready. I was running some important errands, and I had to kind of finish it all off. It's all for today's launch, so I couldn't kind of finish it. I knew that I had like 5 minutes before. I said, I'm changing it to 7:30. So probably some of you were waiting at 7 o'clock, and then I didn't show up, so probably you quit on me. Please don't do that. Join me. Hi, Kritika Gopal. Wonderful to see you, Ma. Congratulations. Thank you, Kritika. Beautiful to see you. Hi, Gopika Keshavan. After a very long time, I'm seeing you. How are you doing, Kanama? I'm looking forward to have you now that, every single live in the past 1 year, I kept saying that I would be having our own Spring Nectar TV channel. Now it is up and running. So I'm very, very excited, and I'm looking forward to have you all very soon. So I'm kind of slowly launching different channels so that we will have, at least it will look like a proper TV channel. So instead of, so there is nothing running, so I have lots and lots of extraordinary people joining in, and we have so many, actually more than 600 to 700 people who signed up for internships. So I'm still having every weekend after my classes, I sit down and have them all, interview them and give them the, options, whether they want to be on the front line or back office, and for their expertise and for their extraordinary work experiences. I also am bringing some people who are already in the field of working, so that they can start launching our things, start putting our content, so that you guys can all watch it and enjoy. So that is where we are at this point. Today, I'm going to be launching 3 of the programs, and I'm going to let you know what they are going to be. Of course, I kind of gave a brief in my when I signed into the live today. So I will give more details about all those things. So I'm really, really, really excited for this one. This is only a 1 week baby now, and the Spring Nectar TV is already up and running. So, you can just log on to www.springnectartv.com. And unfortunately, I wanted to keep this as a free channel so that everybody in the world can just log in and come. But unfortunately, they said that, I would not be able to keep it free. But it's whatever is the minimal I told them to keep. So the minimal we have is $2.50. That is the lowest they have. And I took that one. So, but still, since it's not free, please don't, don't make me go away. So please support me. So that's important. It's only, even if you are in India, it's only 150, 160 rupees, and any other part of the world, it's like a matter of candy's price. So chocolate's price. So that's for the whole month. But we are, all these extraordinary professionals are, staying with me and working with me to launch this one in a grandeur manner. So Spring Nectar TV actually is my dream child. I've been working so much to bring this into reality for several years, actually, I would say, like more than 35 years. When I was in my teens, this was my dream. I used to do lots of, little, interviews on the Doordarshan. And so that's how it all started. My mindset was so much into, to go into that, like instead of working for a channel, why don't we create our own channel? So, but, we need to have the time and money and, so many other things. I had 2 children who were growing at that time. So I couldn't put my mind and soul and heart to it. But the pandemic actually supported me a lot. I would say thanks to it, thank God, and the support of the Almighty stood with me, so that during the pandemic, I put a lot lots and lots of thoughts so that, we could do something about it. And you guys all know that I ran so many competitions, initiatives, programs using the music, dance, and fine arts and all that. And several of them actually participated. I would say more than 10,000 to 10 to 12,000 people, participated, inclusive of all the other initiatives, which is a very successful. Ours was one of the very initial ones that during the pandemic we started. But now you go and knock at everybody's door, everybody is doing something. So we were the originals, pioneers, I would say. I'm very glad and happy, but we should not be stopping our growth just doing the what do you call Facebook Live or Instagram Live and stuff like that. So that's the reason I gave it a thought a lot, because on every single live I used to say that we are going to be having our own Spring Nectar TV. So like a few months ago, we did a YouTube channel called Spring Nectar TV, but that didn't satisfy my brain taste buds, unfortunately. So I had to kind of come up with a real channel, and now we are there and we have it on. So thank you so much for everybody's support and who stood behind me to encouraging me, to support me to make this happen. I have done it with so much of a hardship and difficulties, and it's not an easy joke for a single woman entrepreneur to start a whole big monument by herself. So everybody's support and the love is definitely needed. But starting our own channel was, greatest thing, so that I can bring everybody who participated in the past into the channel, so that I can promote you guys even more and more. That is the whole idea. Now that we have accomplished this monumental task of giving birth to Spring Nectar TV, structuring and restructuring the newborn is the next focus. That is what I'm working on. We will be working towards incrementally improving our operations to bring great entertainments to the world-class standards very soon. At this time, we have it's very, very minimal because we just started, but we wanted to bring it as equal as any other bigger channel. So that is our whole focus. I'm focusing this whole thing towards 3 major structures to create a better entertainment with the motto of 3E solutions. You probably are looking into it all over the place. Entertain, educate, and empower. So those are the very important, things in small kids or adults or older adults' lives. Entertain, educate, and empower. So through this channel, those are all the only things we are going to promote. Going forward, we will be challenging ourselves to operate as efficiently as possible, leverage our core strengths to bring our worldwide audience to the highest levels of contents to maintain our mission statement: entertain, educate, and empower. So please do make sure that you go ahead and look into springnectartv.com. It needs your support. I know it's $2.50, but please, please, please make sure that you log into it. It's, we need as many people as possible to subscribe. We need to have 10,000 people in 1 year so that, we will be continuing this one. That is the task they had put on us. That's the reason. Unfortunately, I couldn't keep it free, which as much as possible I tried, but we couldn't do it. But please, let people know. Please, invite everyone. If you have Roku in the countries you live in, most of the European countries, Western countries, and several of the countries, Roku is available. If you have a Roku, just go to a Roku channel store and look for Spring Nectar, and it is also available. If you do not have Roku, in most of the Asia and South Asia and all, they don't have Roku, and for them we made it available by through the website www.springnectartv.com, so that you can subscribe directly, so that you can watch all these contents and that's the maximum support I'm expecting. I know you had offered me so many supports in the beginning. I denied everything, but this time I am asking for all your love and support by subscribing the Spring Nectar TV. And of course, it's $2.50. I don't want to lie and then say, hey, you said something else, you're doing something else. And that's not something I wanted to do. So I wanted to constantly reinstate that. There is a small fee for this one. So, and please, it's a monthly fee. It's not even every day. Monthly, $2.50. Okay, but it's very affordable. So, just go one month, you just avoid buying a chocolate for your children. That's all it takes. I would say that, right? It's basically nothing at all to compare to what we go ahead and spend out there in a day-to-day manner. We are trying to bring so many free educational programs, and so that, at least, kids that can learn without going to other classes, expensive classes. So those are all the ideas. So that way, within the $2.50, you can learn as much as possible. That is the whole idea. And so your support is very vital in our initial stages to move forward. Entertain, educate, and empower. 3E solution is our mission. And for the price of chocolate. That's what you have to remember. Price of chocolate. And the price of a chocolate bar, you gain a world of knowledge. That's our vision, right? So the first program today we are going to be launching is very interesting. I was going to bring, the Teen Talk we introduced last week. The Teen Talk was about the teenagers bringing all these extraordinary teens, and then, give our other teens an idea of, hey, we can also do to empower them, to educate them, to motivate them, to bring them to the next level. So I was also thinking about the kids show, but in the original one I did put as a kids show, but several of the kids signed up for that. But I did find one of the young kids. I mean, she's as young as 12, not even 13 yet. She's going to be 13, a teenager in very soon, like in a few months. But since she is a kid, and I was thinking that it is a wonderful thing to launch her to do her own show on this channel. That's why I came up with the idea of Row, Robot, because she is an extraordinary child. She sent me a video of what she's been doing, and I was very, very, very thrilled to look at her work. And so I thought that it will be ideal to have the coding class taught, because when they wanted to learn the coding, you have to go to the universities, or at least, like all these private places, and pay as much as possible to learn all that, especially for the kids. And so why don't we just launch it? I mean, anyway, people are paying $2.50 a month. So if we can provide them few classes for that, so people will have the enthusiasm and love, okay, hey, there is something free for the $2.50. So I wanted my child to learn, so that it's not like, you're wasting that, small, 250 pennies. So that's what I would say. If you want to learn the coding, or you want to monetize your own video games, or make mods of for Minecraft, if you want to even start your own YouTube channel using these coding, this will be a wonderful opportunity, and introduce the children to definitely go ahead and check into it and learn this one. And so as young as 5-year-old and about as old as 95-year-olds, you can learn this one, because she said that, oh, it's very easy, it's not even tough at all. So that gave me the confidence, because I'm not a technical person. I'm not tech savvy. So I'm going to be learning also. So in case if you think that you haven't learned the coding, so be part of it and learn from her. She is a really, really amazing young girl. And so you don't have to go to colleges, universities to complete these expensive courses, semesters after semesters, but you can learn the same at Spring Nectar TV. Gain confidence, have fun with family and friends, and advance your skill sets. That's the whole idea. Very soon, we are bringing yet another new category also to receive official certification. If you take these classes through Spring Nectar, if you complete it, and so there will be a grading policy available. So once you kind of pass that grading, so you will get the certification. So we are planning to actually have those things in at a later stage, but right now we are just creating the channel. So we are starting with all these. So let me just before I bring her, we will see what she has to tell us about her classes that she's going to be, offering. So just give me a few seconds, and I will bring this video that she sent me. So I'm really, really excited that what she had sent to us was really amazing. Just give me a few seconds so that I will bring her in a few seconds. All right, it says it doesn't have a video content. Just give me a second. Share. Okay. I'm going to be sharing her video with you.
Hey everyone, my name is Sahana. Have you ever wondered how robots will work in the future? Well, they work the same way computers do now, through coding. Coding is basically the fancy set of words that help a computer do something. It may sound difficult, but it's not difficult at all. Anyone can learn, whether 1 to 100, as long as you have the interest. From the basic block coding all the way to learning actual computer languages, the whole process is a lot of fun. So I hope to commence on this journey with you all. I'll see you soon.
Isn't that awesome? That's amazing. Let me see if I can, where is it? Why am I not able to exit out of it? All right, so I'm going to be bringing Sahana G on stage so that she can talk to us. Hi, Sahana, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm trying to escape this out of my system. Your video doesn't want to leave me. Let's see, hold on. Okay, I think I removed you. Yeah, alrighty. So, Sahana, how are you, Kanama?
I'm very good.
Very nice. Tell us a little bit about yourself, baby. How old are you?
Well, I'm 12 years old. I'm in 7th grade. I go to Quail Valley Middle School, GT Academy, in Sugar Land. Well, it's Missouri City. The school is in Missouri City. Well, I've been doing coding for, I believe, 4 years. And I found it really interesting. It was really fun, and I liked it the first time I did it, and I continued to learn. And I believe if anyone can learn it, if, as I said in the video, you can learn from any age, and you can keep learning. There's no limit to it. That's the best part about it.
Wow. So you think that I can learn it?
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it because, I tried to learn coding like 10, 15 years ago, and my brain was full of all numbers and minuses and pluses and, less than and more than symbols. I was like, no, I'm just like, I don't know whether it's the same thing, but, and I was like, oh, my brain is like a fried, so I can't go anymore.
Yeah, that's always what it's like in the beginning. You have to take baby steps. You have to start from block coding and then go to computer languages.
Okay, so what is all this making of robots? I wanted to know about it. So you can make robots out of the coding? Is that what it is? The robot?
Well, building the robot itself is a complicated process. Leave it to engineers, right? So it's even harder to actually program the robot to make it do actual things. You can't just you built the robot. It's if you don't make it do anything, then it's not a robot, it's a doll, right? So if you want it to do actual things, you need to be able to program the computer that's inside the robot. And the computer is like the brain of the robot. So.
Right. Yeah. So now I'm going to start my baby step, because it doesn't matter. I love learning. So I'm going to start the baby step and learn all these pluses, minuses, or whatever you are going to teach. Then I'm going to go to the next level, next level, next level. I'll create my own robot so that I don't have to do all this job. It'll do for me. That's the whole idea.
Yes, that is the whole idea.
So you say that it's okay. You don't have to do the job. They can do it.
Oh, that's what humans are aiming for.
Exactly.
Be lazy.
So I don't have to be sitting in front of the computer and talk to all of you. So I can be doing some other stuff. My robot will, I will create one like, what is it? The Rajinikanth movie, the 2.0. I will create like me, looking like me, so that she can talk. You will all think that it's me, and then I'll be doing something else. I'll use my brain for something else. That's the whole idea now. Sounds good?
Yeah, that's what we're aiming for.
All right. I'm very, very, very nice and happy to hear that. So I am ready to take that baby step with you, and I'm looking forward. And starting from next week, Sahana is going to be giving us all these lectures through Spring Nectar TV. Look forward. It's going to be called Row, 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 Robot. You like it?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Very nice. Wonderful. So looking forward to having you back again, Kanama. Thank you again. I know you are 3 hours apart, right? It's
2 hours.
2 hours. Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's not too bad. Yeah, very nice. So, you're still sleepy? You're okay?
Oh, no, I'm fine. I stay up much later than this, so it's fine.
Okay, perfect. Wonderful. So thank you so much again. So, thank you again for joining us, and just be around towards everybody's talk. I will be probably bringing you in and talk to you more and to say goodbye. Okay. So I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. It's amazing. I mean, she is such a confident young girl. I'm very, very proud of her. And I'm very, very happy to bring her in, with all her talents. We can learn quite a bit. Age is just, people usually when we get older, people say that age is just a number. But I think age is just a number. She is already like a 60-year-old experienced in her brain. That's what I think in my mind. And next we have Heal with Meal, and it's going to be a very interesting channel, and we have an extraordinary young nutritionist is going to be giving us all sort of ideas for us to how to eat, when to eat, with whom to eat. And there are a lot of stuff, eating is just not what we eat. It's a lot of other things. When we go and eat with friends, we eat junk food. When we eat with my daughter, I always eat healthy because she doesn't allow me. When I go eat with my husband, I eat lots and lots of chocolates and ice cream. So, with who you eat also matters most of the time, right? So when we talk about nutrition, it's not just the eating only. So that's what I would say. There must be a holistic approach in our eating habits. Here at Spring Nectar, we would like to promote active and nutritionally rich lifestyle that seek to strengthen your body, mind, and soul's natural defenses against diseases, infection, and viruses. These are all how you eat. You can really, really, really promote yourself in a good and a better health. Heal with Meal is going to be guided by Aarthi once a month at least. She is still, doing a lot of other stuff. And right now, she is committing to do once a month for at least a few months, 2 or 3 months. And then in the meantime, I'm also very excited to bring a few other nutritionists who lined up. So in the time that she is not there, the other weeks, the other nutritionists will come and give us all the other ideas. But every week, I'm going to be bringing one person so that you get to see them, you get to hear them, you get to see what they offer. So if you have any questions for them, you can also write on the comment line so that they can read and answer you back. So those are all the things we are trying to do. Heal with meal. When we focus our nutrition based on just not only being healthy, but on all aspects of our eating habits, from our medical history and to biology and even trauma and lifestyle, we can live a long, happy, healthy life by identifying our own afflicting ailments easily and accurately. So that is the whole idea. So without taking much of your time, I'm going to be showing a little bit of what Aarthi has. She also shared a beautiful video. I'm going to share that with you. I actually created the video. I don't know if it's Sahana, it didn't work. I'm going to try to bring the video I created so that it was all with the spring nectar. Let's see. Okay, so that is also not coming up. So let me put Aarthi's video. I think it's kind of a little large, so it doesn't work. So let me bring what she sent to me so that you get to hear her say things.
Hello, I'm Aarthi. I am a nutritionist. I'm doing my dietetic internship to become a registered dietitian in the US. I first of all want to thank Dr. Rose for giving me this opportunity. My best wishes for her, and it feels wonderful to be a part of her journey. So with all my years of experience and studies, one thing I realized is food is the best medicine for our body. It can help heal our body from inside out. So a lot of people in today's world are stressing out about health, not knowing what's right and wrong. They're following myths, different kinds of diet, just to be healthy. I want to break a lot of myths that's surrounding our society and help you live a healthy life and a long life filled with happiness, not stressing too much about food. I'm looking forward to this wonderful journey with you through Spring Nectar. I'll come up with a lot of interesting information for you. I would love to hear from you as well. And I am looking forward again. Thank you again for this wonderful opportunity, Dr. Rose. I will see you all soon. Best of luck. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Phenomenal. So that is what she told us. So she is also going to be joining with us live. So just give me a few seconds. And here is Aarthi called us with us. Hello, Aarthi.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Dr. Rose. You're such a vibrant personality, I'm telling you.
I love you. Thank you. You made my day.
You're awesome.
Aarthi, tell us a little bit about yourself and where you are and what you're planning to do, in this TV channel, and what is your title? I know I love the title, Heal with Meal.
Meal. You made it. You made it.
We both made it.
We both made it. Right. So a little bit about myself. I did my bachelor's in India. It was in biotechnology, and then I was working in an IT company, like Cognizant Technology Solutions, for 2 years, and then I got married and I came here. And then the reason I studied nutrition is when I went for a doctor's visit. Here we go for regular doctor's visit, right? Then they diagnosed me with borderline hypercholesterolemia. So it's like, I was shocked because I am a person who always wants to be healthy and try to follow healthy lifestyle, what I thought was healthy, but it didn't work out. It was like high cholesterol. I was shocked, and doctors prescribed me medications. I was like, no, I'm not taking that. I know food is thy medicine. And I decided to study nutrition, and that was like a planned decision. And then I started to learn, and there was a lot of things that I was following was myth. So I realized being healthy and living a long life is easy. with God's grace, of course.
Yes.
But with food, you can make a lot of changes, because now I'm working in a hospital, doing my internship in hospital. I see more than 75% of the diseases are due to improper, like not a healthy lifestyle.
Right.
Being overweight, things like that. So food is very important, and you don't have to stress about, like, small changes can make a big difference in our lives. We just have to think about it. Because of our busy lifestyles, we forget about simple things that make a big difference and made a big difference in our ancestors' life, right? So I want to bring that, like, reinforce. Most of the things will be like, oh, I know this, I just want to bring that again to you, so you realize what you're doing and start making small changes in your lifestyle, so you can be healthy.
Phenomenal. I'm really excited. You know what? See, all these channels, I'm, like all of these, even Sahana and you and, all these things, like whatever I wanted for myself, like as a good living human being, like, not only just morally or character and this and that, but everything, like with food, with the education. So that's why the 3E solution I came up with, like, okay, I needed, first of all, to myself to, promote my own brain power, so this one, like, we won't even know. We will look all fine. We will look all, like totally good. And when we go to the blood test or whatever test at the doctor's office, instantly they will come up with, oh, you have this, you have that. I was like, I didn't have anything.
No, I don't have any sign.
There is nothing. I was like laughing happily and living a very happy, healthy life. And where in the world all these numbers are like off on my thing? And when we look at it as like and then the doctor will say, okay, go do this, do that. I was like, okay, workout is my least priority in my life. And I'll go do that, so I have to go down. I was like, okay. So, when I go to gym, I work out better. But I have my own gym and, like a elliptical and all these things at home. But I don't know why, like 2 minutes walking on it will just make me say, no, I can't do it. Then you have to have that kind of competition next to you, on the next elliptical or next something. If somebody is running in, 6 to 7 miles, and then you will at least go 2 or 3. Okay, at least somebody is doing. At least I don't have to compete. Looking at them gives the energy and motivation. Doing it by yourself in your own house, it doesn't happen. That's what, guided by you, okay, you better, the same tomato, when we eat, okay, should we eat half or should we eat 3? When you say, no, half is not enough, 3 is too much. How many to eat? So when it comes from a nutritionist, we learn it better. So I learned things by, this way quite a bit. So I definitely have the authentic feeling that every single people from our channel is going to get a benefit out of your, ideas, your advices with your guided nutrition values. So that's what I'm looking forward to, Aarthi.
Definitely, Dr. Rose. I'll give my best, and I'll give you all the science-based, evidence-based information. The more you know about things, you'll tend to do it better. Like, knowledge is everything.
Wonderful. Well, I'm going to live at no cholesterol and no diabetes.
No.
I'm not even having any diseases names at this point.
We are going to live a healthy life. We don't want all those. We don't want.
I'm happy and healthy life with your nutrition.
Free of medications, right?
That's what is important. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Yes, and just together, so I'm going to we have one more person to launch today. Sure. So once I launch, then we will all come back again, all of us at the same time, and say goodbye to our audience.
Definitely, Dr.
You're
great talking to you.
Great talking to you too. How phenomenal. I'm really looking forward to this wonderful, great channels that we are providing. So I hope all our audience look into it, and then, without considering that $2.50 is a big money. So I wanted them to make use of it. I really wanted to provide all this for free. I mean, this is an unfortunate situation. I couldn't do it, but please don't consider yourself as this is a big money or anything, and then, ignore and walk away. We are bringing in so much for you. you, and it is all, like a vital in our day-to-day life. And that is what I would say: the knowledge, the health, and then living a good, happy life. That is all we are all living for. So please make sure to go and subscribe at Spring Nectar TV so that you will get a benefit out of all that. And the next, we have another amazing person whom I spoke with last weekend, and we shared so many good things. Almost, when I spoke to her, I found out, and I was very excited. And we are going to be bringing some very unique something, which is a dying culture all over the world, I would say. I mean, it's not completely dead, but it is going towards that path, because it's not done anymore the way how it used to be 50, 60, or 70 years ago. So I thought this will be an amazing thing to bring it in, so that, we can launch it, and then people can kind of get used to it. Once upon a time, have you ever heard those kind of words? That's how my grandma used to start. I mean, it used to be in Tamil, but I'm just saying it in English because I have to kind of communicate with all of you. So the title is going to be awesome title: StoriesRUs. Okay, StoriesRUs. Here there is a very famous Toys R Us and Kids R Us and stuff like that. I don't know. I think it was also there in all other part of the world. So StoriesRUs is going to be the title, and Once Upon a Time is going to be always the first sentence that going to be used. It's going to be led by Asha Sampath, an amazing human being. There is an old saying that those who tell the stories rule the world. So this is a very old saying. Those who tell stories rules the world. Parents these days, turn to the convenience offered by technology to send their children to sleep using those technologies, right? Well, let's admit it. I did that too at times. I mean, but I'm a kind of, I got in between ages. I did spend some time with my children telling stories, but when I used to get that little, sluggish, slow days, I used to say, you know what, just watch TV and go to sleep, So I did both. So I'm not bad parent, but I'm not one of the best ones. But I still remember one of the stories, we memorized, myself and my daughter, we both knew each other, like the story from top to bottom, the entire book. If I don't tell the story, my daughter will just, she memorized it. She will tell the story, we both will go to sleep. So Sherlock Chick was the story. When I don't even know whether you guys know about those stories. So that used to be my daughter's time, little story book we used to read. Well, it's really easy for the kids to fall asleep after watching a video or their favorite cartoons. These things may be considered as a simple pleasure of childhood, but nothing compares to the beauty of storytelling to our kids, right? As a parent, how much time do you spend on telling stories with your children, or how many stories you tell to your grandchildren? So I don't think we do that anymore. Storytelling plays a critical and vital part of your preschoolers' overall development, I would say, whether it's as simple as talking about your childhood, or sharing a funny story about your day, or telling a real story, or telling them the Ramayana, Mahabharata, or if you are in a different religion, Bible stories, or Quran stories, or whatever, or Buddhism stories, whatnot, spiritual stories I'm talking about. We don't even know, what kind of things it does in those babies' minds. Storytelling offers several advantages to the children, especially the babies. it instills virtues in your little ones, and boost their listening skills and foster their imagination, increases their cultural understanding, enhances their communication skills, helps sharpen their memory, makes learning easier when they go to school, like all these things, they learn better than the other children, improves their social skill because even today, like take all the adults, even adults, all of us, when I watched yesterday, my husband put some movie. We thought it was some nice good comic or comedy movie, and I just started watching, and all of a sudden from the second half it turned out to be a horror movie. And I am not a horror person at all. I get so scared, and then with all these sounds and everything, my dogs bark and I get scared, but I still didn't want to stop the movie in between. I wanted to watch, so I literally watched my movie this way, halfway through, and he just went to sleep, and he was like a happily snoring. But I was all alone sitting with my dogs and watching it. I was so scared, but still I watched it. I finished it. At the end, it was not horror at all. It was some old ghost, similar to the what is that? The Panchamuki movie. Or Chandramukhi movie, similar to that. So it was very interesting. So when we watch the movie, horror movie, we get scared. When we watch some people, cry with the emotion, we cry with them. I cry a lot. I don't know how many of you do that, but most of the movies, when I go and watch, I'll be like on tears all the time. So when we hear, we become the character, or we become one of the stories characters, and so that is what happens in our brain, in our mind. I mean, recent days, even the corporate world is including storytelling as one of the very important aspects in their growth of the corporation. So storytelling is one of the amazing things, especially, for the younger generation. So I'm going to bring another amazing storyteller who went, actually she is a very well-versed in several things. She was working as a principal of a school, and she has a master's in science and all that. With all that, but the recent days, she has been doing a lot of storytelling. She took a course for storytelling, and she was so much interested. When she wrote to me, I was not sure about whether it's going to go, but when I spoke to her, I got so excited to bring her in. I wanted to bring her in. I wanted to present this for our audience, because this is an amazing something. So without taking much of your time, I'm going to be bringing Asha Sampath on stage. And before I bring her, I will bring her video to tell you what she has for us. Just give me a few seconds. I kept it all aligned in a perfect place, but this is kind of... okay.
Namaste. My name is Asha Sampath, and I'm a storyteller from Chennai. We all grow up listening to stories. We make up stories, and we share the stories. To me, stories are those magic carpets which take us into the world of fantasy. They are lessons gleaned from life's experiences. Stories are repositories of ancient wisdom and knowledge passed on to us down the ages. Come, join me on this journey of stories. I'll see you soon.
How wonderful! I love her command on her language, English. I appreciate things like that. So I'm going to be bringing Asha Sampath on stage for you all. Hello, Asha ma'am. Namaste. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste.
Vanakkam. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever part of the world people are watching this live show from. And thank you, Dr. Rose, so much for those wonderful words and for bringing me here live. Thank you so very much indeed.
With pleasure. You are such an amazing person. And on top, I love your blouse, the stylish blouse. I'm too old fashioned. See, whatever they stitch and give me, I wear it. But, the way, that's actually very recent one. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Asha, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and where you're, coming from, and how you got involved in storytelling. Just a little bit.
History
about yourself.
Yeah. So, like you already said, I hold a master's in sciences, specifically toxicology. But then I got married just short of giving my second year exam to an officer in the Indian Air Force. And then my journey began all over India. And the best job at that point in time was, teaching. So you could stay in the same place within the same campus. And I started working as a teacher. Then I went on to become principal of 2 schools run by the services. When I, came back to Chennai, when we decided to move back to Chennai, I decided I wanted to do something a little bit more interesting. So I was looking for some avenue where I could be more creative, but still connected with children. And that's when, the multimedia was coming into the education sector. So I did a stint there learning much about animation and graphics and instructional designing. So I learned a lot of, lovely tools of the media there. And then there was a time when I thought I would love to interact with people rather than the screen. And I took a sabbatical for about 1.5 years to figure out what I wanted to do in life. And when I got my priorities right and I really knew what I wanted to do, which is basically to connect with people, that's when I read about storytelling. And, it took me back to my childhood days when my grandmother used to tell us some amazing stories. And I was, intrigued by the fact that there are courses for storytelling. And it was more out of intrigue than anything else. I think I signed up for the course, but when I started the course, oh wow, it really, really opened up so much for me. Wow. And I said, oh, this is what I want to do. And I realized stories are not just for children, it is for everybody. And we all are living in a story, aren't we, Dr. Rose? Right. And that is the kind of feeling I began to get, and then there was no stopping back. So yeah, I love being a storyteller, and I love sharing stories.
Beautiful. So phenomenal. And it's amazing to hear, where you are coming from and what you're planning to offer. So as you mentioned, everybody's life is a story. And especially like 2 or 3 days ago, one of another phenomenal leader who interviewed me in one of the lives, and for a Women's Day. I think it's a women, this whole month is a women empowerment month, right?
Yes.
So she interviewed me for the leader and entrepreneur. And
wonderful.
Yeah. And then at that time she was asking, I never even thought in my mind that, until you said that everybody's life is a story. When she asked me about, okay, tell me a little bit about your childhood. Tell me a little bit about, how you came to the US. Tell me a little bit about how you got into music. Tell me a little bit about, how, you went to this far to become who you are today. And every single thing was a story. And I didn't even realize that. I mean, I was like talking to her, and until you said that, oh, that was all, whatever was done, I was sharing with her. So that is definitely a person's story. And this is
Absolutely.
amazing to know. I mean, you just opened up my brain so much.
Thank
And,
you.
that is really, really phenomenal to bring you in. And I'm looking forward to hear so many of our ancient history, ancient stories. You know, of course, in India, there are so many TV channels acting it up like a Mahabharata, Ramayana, you know, Shakuntala, whatever, like they're bringing it.
Correct.
The thing is, for the young kids, they don't have the patience to sit for 1 hour and 2 hours and watch all that. And then sometimes, you know, the languages, you know, if it is in Hindi, the Tamil kids won't understand. If it is in Tamil, the Hindi kids won't understand. Telugu kids won't understand, things like that, so on and so forth. So, and I'm really, really very excited that your communication skill is phenomenal. You know, your English language is outstanding. And with
Thank you.
all
Thank you.
this ability of yours, I definitely know that you can create a monument of you know, audience with your talents, Asha ji.
Thank you.
Really looking.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Such a pleasure. And thank you so very much once again, Dr. Rose, for everything you are doing. You know, you're bringing so many people from across the globe under, I don't know, your banner, the Spring. Oh, I love the name, by the way, Spring Nectar TV. And, you know, on a variety of subjects. And that's really astounding and amazing. And thank you once again very, very much for the opportunity. I'm really looking forward to
with
this.
pleasure, with pleasure. And we are still bringing so many more. So I want you all to join my every week's launch. And there are so many, I mean, almost like I have like a 700 plus people
Wow.
signed up, you know, to be part of the Spring Nectar TV. I'm slowly kind of interviewing them to see what they want to say, what they want to offer. I'm picking all the best ones first. And of course, I mean, everyone is best. I won't say, I mean, that's not the right way to say. I would say every single one is best. So I wanted to create maybe 1 week for them, 1 week for the other. So if there is an opportunity for me to bring all these 700 plus, and I'm still getting, even today, I had like a more than 70 of the people wrote to me. So I'm trying my best to bring everybody in. This is a great platform for everyone to showcase their talents with whatever different talent they have. So, hold on a second. I'm going to be bringing all our hosts today so that we can all be on the stage, say goodbye to our audience right now. I'm going to bring Aarthi Paul next. Hi, Aarthi.
Hi, Dr. Rose. Hello, Miss Asha. Nice meeting you.
Nice seeing you again, too. Let me see. I'm going to Sahana next. Hi, Sahana. How are you, ma'am?
Hi, I'm good. How are you all?
One whole big family now. So as Asha ji said, maybe if you guys can put your mute on just a few seconds because it's coming back on, guys. Just turn on the mute. So as Asha ji mentioned, you know, like she didn't like the idea of just being in front of the computer all day long. But that's what we do today too. But the thing is, see, much of a wonderful thing we are doing. So we are talking to everyone, we are communicating, we are being happy,
True.
You know, amazing. So sitting in front of the computer, we can still do so many other things too. And that is what we are planning to do with Spring Nectar TV with all of you. So I'm really looking forward for all your great talents with your field. And starting from next week, all of the audience, all our you know, wonderful viewers, listeners, please come back again. And I didn't give enough notice for my viewers today. I just put only like a few hours ago about that I'm going to be coming on live because I was not prepared to present everything, so I was not ready. So I didn't give them enough, so I don't know whether many. So I mean, always later on they come back and watch all these live shows, so and then do write comments. So in case if any comments come, anybody has any other comments, please do write in the comment line. All our hosts will be looking in there. So whatever's like for storytelling, if you have any specific ideas, tell Asha ji, she can bring it so that she can provide that for your children. And again, for our nutritionist Aarthi Paul Das, if you have any ideas that or if you have any questions, please provide in the comment column so she can answer you. And for coding, of course, Sahana is going to be making the idea of making Dr. Rose Murali Krishnan's robo very soon. So that the robo can talk to all of you, so that Rose Murali Krishnan can bring at the back. But at least she said that you better go and do your baby step. So I'm going to be taking my baby step with Sahana, and she is going to be guiding all of us, including me. And I'm going to learn with her. So any questions you have, anything you want to learn, or anything you wanted to ask, please make sure you put it in the comment column for Sahana. Sahana, of course, hopefully she's not 13 yet, so she might not have Facebook, but she can always check with her mom. So mom can tell her that, somebody is asking this, so answer them. So you can always come from mom's Facebook and then answer us. So thank you again so much for all of you to be part of this great journey. And we definitely are going to be having a wonderful time, and it's going to be a great journey with you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to it. And absolutely excited. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Bye-bye.
All our audience, please make sure to go to www.springnectartv.com. It's only $2.50. Please support us, because initial is very, very important. If we have enough subscriptions only, we can hold on to it for the next year. Otherwise, there's this process. But to run this channel, we need everybody's support. So tell your family and friends and tell them to join, and that will make us, definitely grow with lots of other ideas and other programs. Thank you again so much for joining us in this wonderful journey, and I will talk to you all soon. Love you all.
Bye. Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.